The mysterious case involving Nancy Guthrie continues, and investigators sound like they really don't have too many clues in this case right now. TMZ's Michael Babcock joins us live from Los Angeles. You guys have really been following this case so closely. We saw FBI billboards with Nancy on them pop up in our area yesterday.
Wow.
And then we saw Savannah's mom, or Savannah, I should say, the daughter of Nancy, give this new report yesterday. Really seems like they're desperate still for any clues, and she says, if you notice anything suspicious, please call. What did you take from the last video that was posted from Savannah?
I think desperation as well, Lauren, and good morning. And I think it's really interesting that you're seeing billboards in your area, and I think it just goes to show that and not disparaging them at all, but I don't think they've got a good idea of where Nancy Guthrie is. As you can see, they are looking well outside of that Tucson area. You heard Savannah in the video talking about her mom, Nancy, yesterday, saying, if you see anything, and it doesn't just have to be if you live in Tucson or in Arizona. If you see anything anywhere, please come forward, please contact us and let us know. So I think it's desperation, and I think that she has said as much during the video. I mean, the reality is that this is now, and Nancy's 84 years old. As we know, she's not in great physical health. She needs medication. We have no idea if she's been administered that medication or not. And now this thing is dragging into a second week. And I just think, as the days go by, not to point out the obvious, but as the days go by, this just becomes more and more perilous. And I think there's a real desire, obviously, to get her home, because I'm not sure how much time she's got.
Yeah. I heard from a former FBI guy yesterday. He says it's really odd to have like a ransom note and then have very little conversation with those people after, like,
they
the
want to
threat
get paid,
is given. Yeah. So there was that second note that popped up that TMZ didn't receive, but one of the TV stations received. Are you hearing anything about any kind of communication? I mean, it's almost like they took her and then went radio silent after the note.
Yeah, and the station that received that second note, they haven't given much as far as details. I'm sure that's because the FBI asked them not to. But I know with the note we received, which was now almost, it's Tuesday. It'll be a week and a few hours exactly that we received that note, Lauren. And I know, in there they gave this Bitcoin address where you could send money to, but they said that, we're not going to be communicating anymore. That this is going to be it. So essentially pay, and you've got this deadline. And by the way, that deadline, or there was two deadlines in that note, but the second deadline, the second deadline came with the ultimate severe consequence, was yesterday at 5 p.m. So we're going on, 15 or so hours now where that has passed, and I think it's scary, scary stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're already giving me a wrap, but just really quickly, yes or no, do you think there's a lot of information that the FBI is not telling us?
I hope so. I think so. I hope so. Yeah.
Goodness. All right. You can continue to follow TMZ on this story and many others. You can watch TMZ at midnight on Fox 4, 1 p.m. More 27. TMZ Live airs weekdays at 3 p.m. on More 27. You can also find a link to the show at fox4news.com.